You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Rhodes Rants for Black and White Sports. Let's talk about the Major League Baseball World Series ratings. They are a dumpster fire of historically bad proportions. I also have some interesting demographic information that we talked about a lot involving the NBA when we did their videos. Well, I've got the same information for Major League Baseball because it's very relevant. This is an article from, this is going to be the Hollywood Reporter. Fox broadcast is down 25% from the opening game a year ago. The opening game of the World Series on Tuesday made history in terms of TV viewership and not in a good way. Fox's broadcast of the game averaged 9.2 million, the smallest audience for a World Series game in viewers ever in the history of Nielsen's records dating back to the 1960s. The Dodgers beat the Rays 8-3 in the first game of the best of 7, and it was at a neutral site in Arlington. Tuesday's telecast is down about 25% from 12.19 million people from last year's game. Now, and by the way, that was a low. Not an all-time low, but it was low. Now, let's go back. The previous lowest viewed World Series game as a whole was 9.84 million in Game 4 between the Rays and the Phillies in 2008. Now, the most embarrassing part about that is that game featured a 1-hour rain delay. More people rather watch a rain delay than the game last night. On Tuesday night. Funny. Very funny. But this goes to show you Major League Baseball came roaring out of the gate, putting its arms around the Marxist organization known as Black Lives Matter. Common sense Americans don't appreciate that one bit. And that was one thing that really shocked me about two sports. Well, really three sports, but mainly two sports. NASCAR and Major League Baseball to wrap its arms around a Marxist organization, not a social movement, a political movement, when so many conservatives are the fan base for Major League Baseball. In fact, hell, every single fan of baseball I know is heavily right-leaning, heavily a Trump supporter, and they wrapped their arms around Black Lives Matter and they kneeled for the national anthem. That is a failure from Rob Manfred. Now, demographics. For Major League Baseball, and I can tell you right now, it's a bad sign for Major League Baseball. 32%, 320,000 out of every 1 million Major League Baseball fans are Republicans. Another 300,000 out of every 1 million are independents. 38% are Democrats. However, we know the one thing about this election, and we know one thing about voting habits. There's an entire movement out there called the walkaway movement where many thousands upon hundreds of thousands of Democrats have walked away from the Democratic Party to go vote for Trump. Why? Because people wearing Black Lives Matter shirts are burning the country to the ground. And the loonies on the left have decided to embrace Marxism, and they have decided to disrespect our country. And there is no traditional American sport with higher patriotic values than Major League Baseball. I mean, you just think of Major League Baseball, July 4th, fireworks. Every ballpark puts on a big fireworks celebration, hot dogs. Major League Baseball is Americana. And Major League Baseball came roaring out of the gate disrespecting those traditional principles. And many of you have stepped up. You have hit Major League Baseball right in the throat. Sports leagues, get out of the politics business. You think those independents right there in the middle, you think they're not voting for Trump? You've lost your ever-loving mind. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Marxism is bad for business. This is not brain surgery or rocket science. It is unbelievable the idiots that these commissioners have turned into. Peace. I'm out. We're gonna keep a watch on this. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.